Sarah Palin giving not one but two big policy speeches this week. I mean, traditionally, not something you do in the last week of the campaign. You pretty much go out there and try to fire up the crowd. So what do you make of all this?
Well, look, I think if you look at the topic that she's going to be giving a speech on, it's a very important one to deliver to a lot of voters. The fact that energy is the reason that Sarah Palin was picked, because she's an expert on it, having been the governor of an oil-producing state, and the fact that it helps. It's an important economic. There's an important economic component to the issue of energy.
But Kevin, she sure waited a long time to do this. I mean,
yeah.
Has she said to herself, finally, I want to be a player in this party for a long time. I need to show voters I'm a serious person that I can deal with and talk about big issues.
Well, I think that's very important because it goes to the heart of readiness, and that's been one of the criticisms of Sarah Palin, both from pundits and from Democrat opponents, that she hasn't been ready and she's not experienced. When she can go out there and talk about an issue with a command like energy, and it does address the issues that people are caring about, like the economy, and she can do so with a certain degree of expertise, then she can actually, convince a lot of voters that she is the right pick for John McCain.
Campbell, they've found something that works both for her and for McCain. Talking about her wardrobe, as she did the last couple of days,
wasn't working
really
for anybody.
Was not working. It was not working for her. It was not working for her. This, finally, they've seemed to found some peace for the next week in the McCain campaign. It works for both of them because, of course, she wants to have a political life if she doesn't wind up in the vice president's house.
Campbell,
this is self-preservation.
I'm going to go counter the conventional wisdom here. I do not believe, I was going to write this piece, frankly, next week. I do not believe that Sarah Palin is the future of the GOP, and here's why. If Obama is able to win Tuesday, if you look at the losses they will probably rack up in the House and the Senate, this is a party that is going to face the same dilemma that Democrats faced in 1988 after Dukakis fell. The right has dominated the Republican Party for years. The problem they have now, moderates are leaving in droves. Independents are not being appealed to them. They are going to have to get away from the far right candidates that they have relied on. They will change. I would not be surprised if you see moderates rise up in this party to say we have to take back in the sense of where we are, because we can't keep going forward the way we have been.
Gloria, I mean, we are seeing this real divide in the Republican Party right now. You've kind of got the McCain wing on one side, the Palin wing. The Palin wing very angry right now. You've got prominent conservatives who are saying these McCain aides have mismanaged her and tarnished her reputation. This division is going to play itself out for a long time to come. How bad is it?
Well, it's pretty bad. And it's so funny you say the McCain wing and the Palin wing when they're on the same ticket. And McCain brought her on the ticket to try and unite the party, to bring the base over. And I guess it worked for a few weeks. Look, there is a civil war going on with the Republican Party. It would have continued if John McCain became president. It will continue if he doesn't become president. And it will be between the wings of the party that Roland was just talking about. She's very popular with the conservatives in the party, but they're not enough to win a presidential race. And that's her problem, and that's their problem.
So, Kevin, who wins this Republican civil war?
Well, I don't think it's a civil war, but I do think that we, as a party, we have to go through, a robust rebuilding phase, and I think that has to be done by, we look at how we built our party on strong economic conservatism and strong national security credentials, and what we did was we reached out to conservative Democrats and like-minded independent to build a very big, a very important, viable coalition, and that's what we have to get back to as a party.
But that's gone. It's not going to come back.
Well,
don't say never. Do not say never.
I will say it right here. Look for a Republican counterpart to the DOC. Watch it come to pass.
We got to end it there. Gloria,
Kevin,
and Roland.
No, but not conservative, moderate.
Thanks, guys. You can continue it all later in the green room.